Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel, and this is your match review of Portugal 2, Uruguay nil, as Bruno Fernandes sends Portugal to the last 16 with his 2 goals. As I'm recording this video right now, it is still Bruno's goals. It won't surprise me if the first one is chalked off him and it's just given back to Ronaldo. Although I don't think Ronaldo is gonna really care, neither will Bruno. Yeah, they might have a little debate about it, a little laugh and joke about it, to be fair, but I think with Ronaldo, I think his focus this tournament is just him to see Portugal do well, and he himself have good performances. And I actually thought Ronaldo today was decent today. He actually had a decent performance. So fair play to him. Not enough chances were fed to him, but it is what it is from that perspective. Bruno Fernandes, you know what? He's having a really good tournament. I've always had my doubts and my worries about Bruno Fernandes and what I think he lacks, but in this tournament, you have to put your hands up and say he's having a good tournament. He's been one of the best players, if not the best player at the tournament so far, I have to say. Personally, I don't think he has been the best player, but I can understand why people are saying he has been the best player. He has been quite influential and key to the way Portugal, I guess, do play under this shocking manager in Fernando Santos, because his football is so dry, it's actually ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous, bro. It's actually crazy how dry this man's football is. This is why Portugal will not win this tournament, yeah? Because in these 2 games, they've been effective when they've needed to be, yeah? But, that football's dry. That football is dry. If these men come up against a France, a Brazil, bruv, even an Argentina, bruv, they'll beat them. They'll beat them. I'm telling you guys, they'll beat them, bro. Even England. I think even England might give these men a game. I swear down. They're actually that bad. They're actually so bad in terms of just the style they play. Because that squad is talented. They have Bernardo Silva, João Felix. Obviously, Ronaldo's there. Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao's on the bench. Come on, man. Ruben Diaz at the back. They still got 39-year-old Pepe pocketing Nunes and that. Yeah? João Cancelo, who for some reason doesn't want to have a good game in a Portugal shirt. I don't know. But before we get into how the game went, Uruguay, etc., there's something I wanted to say, right? And I found this really, really interesting. So, technically, officially, there are 5 teams, right, that have officially either made it through to the last 16 or are out of the tournament completely. Like, there's no chance going into the 3rd game that they have any hope. They're going into that 3rd game just playing for pride, right? Those 5 teams are Qatar, Canada. Those 2 are out. Whilst Portugal, Brazil, and France are all through to the last 16. Guys, there are 27 teams that are going into the last game of the group stages with hope, with still a chance mathematically to go through to the last 16. Is that some sort of record? I've never seen that in my life. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think in the last World Cup, this many teams had a chance of going through. I'm pretty sure in the last World Cup, I can almost guarantee I can name 4 teams already that were through. I'm pretty sure France and Denmark in 2018 were in the same group and they both went through before the 3rd game of the group stage. And then I'm pretty sure Belgium and England were in the same group in 2018 and they both went through before facing each other in the 3rd game. I'm pretty sure. And maybe there were other teams that maybe secured 1st place and that. So this is crazy. This is actually madness. There's no group that's already there's no group that's settled. No group is settled. Okay? There's that odd one, like I said, France have topped their group, but who's gonna go through out of Denmark, Tunisia, and Australia? The Brazil group. Brazil are through, but who's gonna go through out of Serbia and Switzerland, and even Cameroon can go through. South Korea lost today. I mean, yeah, they lost, but they could still go through if things go their way. Mathematically, they're still in it, South Korea. Do you know how mad that is? They're on the brink, but they're still in it. Germany are on the brink, but they're still in it. It's crazy. This World Cup is crazy, man. Like, I can't believe there's only 3 teams heading into the 3rd match day of the group stages that are technically through, officially through, mathematically through. That's crazy. That's madness. I'm pretty sure that's a new record. 27 teams can still compete for a place in the last 16. That is mad. This last match day is going to be crazy. And before we get into Portugal and Uruguay, into more detail, I'm just going to put up on the screen, yeah, some of the games that I think we should be looking forward to, man, because I think some of these games that you're seeing on the screen right now could be blockbuster, could be heated. Yeah, I'll give you an example, like USA Iran. There's already been I've seen on Twitter rumors about the press conference that Greg Berhalter had recently, and it was full of Iranian reporters asking him ridiculous questions, pretty much about politics and stuff like that. Apparently, that game's been heated up because the US social media used the wrong flag in on their social media, the wrong Iran flag. So that's interesting. There's also the Ghana game against Uruguay. Like I said in my last review for Ghana South Korea, yo, that game's gonna be blockbuster. It's time for Ghana to get their revenge. They're going to be motivated. And then there's obviously some other games that are going to be quite interesting as well. Switzerland, Serbia, that's another one. Yo, this World Cup has been lit, man. This World Cup's been good. People trying to say it's not been a good World Cup. I think it has. I think it has been a good World Cup. I can't lie. So yeah, that's out the way, guys. Let's talk about the game in general. Look, I said in my last review for South Korea, Ghana, towards the end of that video, I said Portugal obviously face Uruguay next. And I said, I think the game's going to be, I think I said it's going to probably be boring. It's probably not going to be the most entertaining game. And to be honest, it was exactly that. It was never going to be the most entertaining game because Uruguay, I knew their lineup before recording the review on my last on Ghana, South Korea. So when I recorded that video, I already knew what lineup Uruguay came out with, and they were playing a 3-5-2. I mean, come on. Bruv. And then you got Portugal with all the technical ballers they have on the pitch. They play shocking football under Fernando Santos. So I wasn't expecting this game to be the greatest. I can't lie. I expected a boring game, a tight game, a cagey game, a game where there could be loads of fouls. That's exactly it. Ronaldo, like I said earlier, barely got any chances from the likes of Felix or the fullbacks or Bruno or Bernardo Silva. Like, it wasn't happening. Portugal weren't playing the best football. And then Uruguay, honestly, other than that Bentancur moment, yeah, there was nothing they did either. Cavani, I didn't see him. I did not see Cavani. Nunes, do people still rate this guy? Do people still rate this Nunes guy? Seriously? Really? And can I just say with Uruguay, by the way, I had them as one of the dark horses for this tournament, but they have been shocking. They have been horrible. Oh my days, man. I'm so disappointed. These men have got Bentancur, Valverde in midfield, Suarez. I know he's 35 and I know he's not as good as he is anymore, but I thought one last tournament, one last ride with Cavani, nothing from the pair of them. Nunes, bruv. The guy's a headless chicken. Headless chicken, fam. Just runs around, bruv. The defense, I'm still seeing Godin. Big 36, Big 36 Godin, Still playing, bruv. What's going on? The football they're playing, dry football. And they've got some good players, man, but the football's dry. So dry. They barely attacked against South Korea, or shall I say, they couldn't attack against South Korea. Yeah? Today's game, up until the last 30 minutes, or up until that disgraceful penalty that was given, I'll get to that. That's when they wanted to attack. They just wanted to attack, other than for the last 30 minutes. For the previous 17, nah, we're not going to attack. Honestly, it's a joke. But yeah, when you look at it, like I said with earlier again, the Bruno goal, he just puts it into. I think it's a cross. It's a cross slash shot. Ronaldo thought he got to it. He didn't. It's a goal. Fair play to Bruno. And then obviously, the penalty happened. And look, before I get to the penalty, the second half in general, look, other than the goals that were scored and the fact that for a little bit after Portugal went 1-0 up, Uruguay started attacking. And I thought that Palestri kid looked really, really good, man, when he came on for Uruguay. Like I said, it's absolutely crazy how he's one of Uruguay's main men on the wings, but doesn't get a single minute for Manchester United. I can tell you this right now. I think after this World Cup, he could get a lot more minutes for Man United because he's better than that Elanga kid. So yeah, he was causing trouble. He was absolutely ripping apart Guerrero today. Oh my God, every time 1v1, he just spun him, bro. Absolute joking. They obviously hit the post as well. There was another chance they had where it was 1-on-1 with the keeper. Bentancur in the first half with that chance, where he absolutely skinned Ruben Diaz, and he should have scored, man. I got off my seat when he did that. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yo, blood. Yo, brother. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. And then the penalty decision. Let's talk about it. What the hell? What the hell? I don't understand. You know what I'm convinced, yeah? I'm absolutely convinced, 100%. There is no doubt in my mind that nearly all of these referees have never played football in their life. These men have never played football. They didn't even play football when there was a child. They didn't even play football when there was a child. Yeah? There was probably, when they were kids, yeah, they were probably in their living room watching the game, yeah, like me. Yeah, but the difference is I'm not out here trying to referee the game all the time. They were probably just there refereeing the game saying, "Oh, we should have blown for that. Oh, that's a penalty. Oi, oh, that's a handball. Oh, we got to check. Oh, the ref. Oh, that's a red card. That's disgusting." Yeah, they probably had a whistle in their mouth whilst watching the game when they were younger, these referees. Absolutely shocking decision. What do you expect Jimenez to do in that situation? If anyone's played football, you know that's not a penalty. Now, should he be sliding in the first place? Should he be doing what he did in the first place in terms of his attempt to get to the ball? No, that was a shocking attempt to get to the ball. Bruno Fernandes absolutely mugged you off there, mate. But he's going in for a slide challenge. That's what he decided to do. I don't know what you expect his hands to do. When you're going for a slide challenge, when you take a shot with the ball, yeah, instincts come. Your hands are just gonna be. I said it in a few videos ago about how, like, sometimes you can't control what your arms or your hands are doing because you're so focused on the game. Mentally, you're in the game. All you're thinking about is what you're gonna do with the ball at your feet. You're not thinking about anything in your body. You're not thinking about your arms, your flipping stomach, your back. You're not thinking about any of that. You're only thinking about here and with your feet, bruv. So I don't understand what you expect Jimenez to do in that moment. What do you want him to do? What, you want to go in a slide challenge and then just disappear out the screen like I'm about to right now? Like, what's going on? Absolutely shocking decision. The referee was shocking in general, by the way, just giving everything to Portugal at every single moment, every single opportunity he had to give something to Portugal. He did that, bro. He was an absolute joke today. These referees have never played football in their life, bro. You've never played football in your life. It's actually embarrassing. They're embarrassing, bro. Yeah, VAR. I just praised VAR for the last game. The last couple games I've just been praising VAR. And then they do this. They tell him, yeah, you need to go check it. And then once a ref checks, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to give the damn penalty, man. It's just jarring, man. I just hate it. I hate it, man. Gosh. It's pissing me off at this rate. Like, they can't be doing this later down the tournament. Because later down the tournament, yeah, bruv, there's trophies on the line. There's a trophy on the line later down the tournament. Yeah, it's all well and good doing it now, but if I'm seeing this in a semi-final, a final, or quarter-final, raps, man. But yeah, Bruno got the goal. Fair play to him. And yeah, that's it. Uruguay play some absolute horrible football. They've probably been the most disappointing team in the tournament so far out of everybody. Out of everybody, in my opinion. Yeah, I think a lot of people had hype around this Uruguay team, and they've just disappointed so many people, man. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, the penalty decision is absolutely shocking, and I'm tired. I'm tired of these referees having no bottle. You see, these referees, they're all pussies as well. That's another thing, yeah? Yeah, when it comes to making decisions, big decisions on the field, these men are pussies, man. They're pussies, bro. They bottle it. Bottlenecks, the bunch of them, bro. Honestly, I'm tired of this shit, man. Oh, days, bro. It's actually jarring. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, we are in for a blockbuster of games from tomorrow onwards, starting with we've got Netherlands, Qatar, and then obviously we've got, what's the other game in this group? Senegal, Ecuador. That's another one of the games that's going to be very interesting in terms of who goes through. You see what I mean? There's so many teams competing for a place in this World Cup, guys. It's madness. And I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do this. See you lot tomorrow. Peace.